What's going on? What is going on, man? It's your boy Calvin from CMO TV, and we got Cedric the Springer, the relationship expert. What it do? What it do, people? What it do? What's up, Sid?
Man, I can't call it, kid.
Man,
Just chilling
call it
right
anyway.
now.
Call
Just
it
chilling.
anyway.
Gonna call it.
Um, shit. What you handle it, man? What's your location or whatever? Well, don't give me your location. I don't
Man,
want your
200
location.
miles from the loop, bro.
200 miles from the loop. Okay.
Yeah, I actually rode through it last night. Almost teared up.
I don't know what for.
That's
I
my
don't
home,
know
bro.
what for.
That's my home, man. I was bred there.
Oh yeah. How about let me see. What is that for? How about how's your training going?
Good, man. Met a pretty cool dude, man. Laid back, pretty mature. So take way out to instructions. I mean, he ain't no young cat. I mean, he ain't no old cat either, but real disciplined, real appreciative. Thirst for knowledge is there. So anytime you got somebody that want to learn, it's a it's a plus.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna get on one, man. I can't find the picture because I'm trying to find that photo that you sent me. I can't find this, Thomas. Where did you get that from?
I don't know. I
Now,
don't know, man. I got one of the streaming services. I don't know if it was Twitter. Man, shoot, I don't know.
see, that right there is what I need. I've been looking forward. That's one thing I've been doing too, looking for that. But anyway, we're gonna get on that one first.
Okay, you might. Let me see.
Cause like I said, I couldn't find it. We're gonna jump on that one, and we're gonna talk about your girl, Miss Vivica. Okay, I need to turn my mic down. Turn my mic. Turn it down. All right. I think that's good. Can you hear me pretty good? Say it.
Yeah, I pretty good. I was trying to look it
All
up
right.
myself. I don't see it now, but go ahead.
Anyway, we're gonna get on this about somebody wanting to be married now, and we're gonna have to applaud the Godfather. The Godfather
Woo,
said
woo,
so.
woo, 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 woo.
Ivica a fox. You're no longer a fox, baby, but you are a you are a trip. That's what you are.
You're a trip.
You are a trip. Yes, you are because the Godfather said it. He was a what do you call a B-list actor or something like that. And she got to this point to where she was blowing men off. She had the body. I don't know. She had the body back then. She had everything. She had money. Now that you don't got overweighted, over 60, can't have no kids. You got your money, but you don't have your marriage. Poor man.
Got everything that you wanted to obtain, but now you want the one thing that you're gonna find the hardest to get. And it ain't about a thing about being petty. But when Kevin Samuel passed away, oh, she drug him. She drug him,
Oh
and I
yeah.
would have been really wouldn't say much about it, but come on, Vivica, now. But this is not nothing new. This has been going on for a while. Like I always say, age will defeat beauty every time. And not to say that you don't have no older beautiful women because you do, but your age done caught up with it. And if you don't mismanage your beauty at your youngest age, it's rough.
It's rough.
It is rough.
It's rough. But we're gonna go to our segment of ask relationship is the
Disclaimer now. I don't got papers now, but I'll do the best I can. What you got?
we're gonna go with for we'll say a woman. We're gonna go both ways. We're gonna start with the woman. What do a woman do to find her the right mate that she's looking for? If you know what I mean, to marry, to have kids with, and all this stuff, to build with. What did she look for in a man?
Oh man, nah, that one that's good. That'd be hard for me to answer. But I think that a lot. What I can't answer that question. I'm not a woman, so I don't know exactly what they're looking for. But the women that I do know, it seems like to me they always picking a bad man from the standpoint of the man that they want, and they want to change him instead of having the man that want to come to the relationship ready to build. They want the man that they want, and they feel like I can work on him and make him make him adjust to me. I think that's one of their biggest downfall is for a woman. Um, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of women out here that have multiple men that probably really want to be with them. They don't know, who's who. I mean, who's the realest of them all. But they always pick that one that they feel is from the women. I only speak from the women that I know. A lot of them pick the worst one of the bunch for some reason. But they just have a magnet to do it. Like they just attracted to the wrong off the rip. And albeit I don't know if it's looks, or if it some women attract to men that are dangerous. I don't know what it is, but it seems like they always get the wrong one, except for the one that's really showing them that he heading in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. How about vice versa? What do a young man look for in the proper wife? I ain't gonna say mate. The proper
Now,
wife, the proper mom, the proper caregiver, and this and so and all that.
now that's easy. A man just looking for a woman to bring peace to him. That's that, and he will do the rest. That women just don't understand how far that will go. They don't understand how deep that is for a man when he can come home and he is at peace. And I ain't even talking about me. I ain't talking about being my not modern, being what to call it, old fashioned or whatever case may be. Where you just come home, just talking about just to know you got his back and you gonna ride with him. That means the world to a man. That means the world to him. And he will just eventually just know, like, I see that she for real is real about it. He'll do anything for her. I mean, really. So
Mm.
he is just looking for really just that peace to come home. I ain't got to deal with no BS. I already done fought the world for you. Now I'm coming home. I just want to relax and just see how the day going with you or whatever the case may be. But he just needs support and he need peace. Understand by me for what I'm trying to build and bring me peace. That's basically it. Because you see, I'm gonna tell you something. You see a lot of younger men, or you might see a lot. You might see men that be with attractive women. Then you might see when they settle down, the woman they settle down with might not be as attractive because you might be like, man, you left her. Man, that woman was bad. She won't bring no peace to him. And at the end of the day, that's what he want.
Just peace.
That's
Yeah,
all he want.
peace. Peace of
Two pieces.
mind, man, it's hard to
Two
find.
two pieces. I'm sorry.
Two pieces. Yeah. Don't forget that secondary piece that
Yeah, don't get the secondary piece.
that stress reliever.
Peace of mind. The peace of mind is up there, but that, woo.
Yeah, they tell you that stress reliever we got
Yeah,
to
the stress reliever of mother. Yeah.
have. Yeah.
Because but
So,
you know what that you said like that. I'm glad you did. The stress, at a younger age, the stress reliever become first, but at the older age, it becomes secondary.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you think from your lifetime, do you think that women know that's what a man wants and they just choose not to give it to him, or they just don't know that's what that man wants?
As far as
that peace of mind. That
about peace
peace
of
of mind.
mind.
Yeah. Because
I mean, you know, it's
sometimes you
funny.
get home, man, and me and you have talked about this. Sometimes you get home, your woman, they want to sit there and talk about their day on their job, something you really don't really truly want to hear if you didn't ask them, or they'll wait till the game on. They'll wait till good as Denver playing, and then they want to sit here and hold a conversation with you. You
Shit, you
had
can
all
always
you
you
had
know the results of that game gonna be. You can interrupt that anytime. That ain't gonna.
whatever. You had all weekend. You literally had all weekend. You wait till Sunday till the game come on. Now you want to sit here and talk about what happened at work, this and that. Or you just want to hold a general conversation when some boxing or something on, something you know I'm interested in. You want to do this dumb shit. You know, do you think they know, or they just
Yeah,
don't know?
some they do, and they know, but they do that to see where they think they value lie with you at. I should be more important than that game. Which if it's a Denver game, you are. I should be more important than that boxing match. I should be number one in everything that you know what I'm saying. But you know what? I heard something today, and it got a lot of truth to it. That a man would set aside his happiness for his woman, but the woman would set aside her man for her happiness.
I believe it. I believe it. I believe it because there be a lot of men I speak to that has wives or a woman, and their main priority is to make sure they keep that woman happy. Or I always say you can't make a woman happy, keep her happy, but their main priority is to spoil that woman or do whatever they want, need for her, this and that. Make sure she don't need or want for nothing, too much of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But that shit, to me, I don't think that ever turns out well either, because it actually, for some women, look at that being a sign of weakness too of a man. So that's what kind of throws me with a lot of women. Which one do you want? Do you want that man to kind of cater to your every needs, or do you not? Which I can tell you now, reading sister uh,
Shazad.
Sharad Ali, yeah, Sharad Ali, reading her book, she'll stood up and tell you. Most women, they're not going to tell you they want a man who taking total control. That comes out of her mouth, and I believe it.
I'm gonna tell you something, man, and I've seen this a couple times, and I don't know if you ever witnessed it, but if you know somebody that's married for a long time, a long period of time, and I'm pretty sure you have, and if you hear that, you hear his wife or his woman, and they don't necessarily got to be married, but you hear his woman, she might want a particular thing, and she'll tell her kids or tell somebody, I ain't even gonna waste my time. I want to hear him fussing. You know what I mean? She
Mm-hmm.
knows it's only a certain level he going with me. And if I bring this up, I know I ain't gonna get it, so I ain't no need me fooling around. But that's a sign that you know that they know. You know what I'm saying? I know,
Yeah,
I already know that ain't gonna. I know he ain't gonna do that. But that's a
exactly.
good thing. That's a good thing because you know, okay, he'll give me this. He gonna give me that. I'm gonna go ahead, girl. Go tell him to go get you a whatever. I already know that ain't gonna happen because he already laid that foundation of you know how far you go. He already drew the line. This right here ain't gonna happen. And to
Yeah,
me that's a good sign of respect. I'm gonna do so much, but when it comes to this I'm standing on it. So that ain't gonna happen. You know. So that woman, you know, they know. But if you got somebody that just if you are in a relationship and if you are broke and you stay broke because you've given her everything, she's not gonna respect that.
mm, mm.
I
Yeah,
mean, I'll take me a point where you really struggling and she's struggling too because you can't do everything. Ooh, I got sneeze. Ooh,
get it
excuse me.
out, you.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's the line to go, and then they know it. They know it for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They crazy as hell. I tell you that. Some of them, I ain't gonna lie to you. Some of them crazy as hell, man. Cause I be like, I've seen women, a man getting them everything in the world. Don't know. I can't speak up on the sex thing, how their sex life is, and what their bedroom life is. But when they come to be giving them everything, they don't got them a house, they got some kids. They doing a family thing. He there when he's supposed to be there. You ain't got to ask him. He there. He taking care of this and that. But that's the very one go get cheated on. And stuff like that. And then women always complaining about the man cheating, but they don't even realize women cheat damn near at a higher rate than the man. So I don't get where they be coming from with all
that. Yeah, I think that's the thing. You got to really just. I think that's a cop out when you hear a woman saying. If you hear a woman saying she got 5 men because she don't trust men no more. Either she's scared or she just want to be horned.
Yeah. And this one right here, we're gonna get on somewhat the topic, spare the rod or the child. Now I was telling you about, and I'm quite sure everybody don't seen this. Most people don't seen this about the little girl at her little graduation. That girl couldn't have been no.
So it was a graduation, right? It was a graduation, right?
If I'm not mistaken, she was.
I know she was on the stage. I didn't know what was really going on, but yeah,
or some shit like that. But the little girl steps to the mic and say, "I want to be pregnant." What? And you hear some say, "Ooh," and then you hear some women back there giggling and laughing and sniggling. What shit funny about that? Nothing. A little girl talking about she want to be pregnant.
Young. I mean, I don't know if she pre-K, kindergarten, or whatever she said, but I don't know what was going on. Is that something she heard the night before? Or what was going on that instilled that in her head that to make it? I don't know. To make her say it. I don't know how big of a stage she thought she was on, but even just to have the thought, I don't know what was going on.
I know, right?
I just think.
Let me ask you from a parent standpoint. We're gonna go from some parent standpoint. Me and my leader, my trainer today, we were talking about this. What up, Winston? What it be like, Winston? And we said, he asked me, what can a person do? And this was a suggestion for me. They were talking about curfew. And we're like, okay then. That sounds good. And I asked him, if I'm not mistaken, he asked me, how could you make a curfew work? I said, to be honest, if you're trying to make a curfew work for some minors, your best suggestion is don't target the kid. You target the parent. No, not parents. Because now, if we're really trying to do something, we're going to stop a lot of stuff with this right here. They like you and your wife, but y'all got 2 boys. And one of them, knucklehead, every time you look around, 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 12 or whatever, curfew is at about 9:30 for them. But yet, he decided he want to go out there and run out and do all this and that and the other. What I suggested was you target the parents, like you go to the parents' job, get the police, constable, whoever it is, go to their job, then they add straight to jail. You have to pay a $200 fine on the first one. Okay. Not only that, let me including you. They find out what job you're at, even if you're on your truck, pull your ass off your truck, take you to the nearest jailhouse and let them know, hey, once he pays his $200, he good to go. You pay your $200 fine, bam. Now the second one, I say put him in jail for 5 days, $200 fine for both of them. You do the same thing. They keep now. That's gonna do one thing for what two multiple things actually. Now them parents are gonna have to do a job now. Now it's time for them, hey, because the daddy gonna be like, I'm losing money fucking with you, dude. This is now, now with him being a minor, you can have to be a damn daddy. That's gonna stop a lot of other women from well, that's gonna stop men from like, I ain't having no kids. Now that's gonna reduce that. I ain't having no kids because I'm not gonna be sitting here losing money off these hard-headed ass kids. If you was a parent, you wouldn't have to worry about that because you'll let them know what's the consequences behind the shit that he does. The mother gonna tell her, that's gonna stop a lot of them from having kids. Now your ass gonna be behind bars the majority of the time because you can't keep your damn kids at home when you're supposed to have them at home. Yeah, it's gonna. I think it will keep. I believe that right there will make the family structure a little stronger due to the fact because now the parent they're gonna have to sit down with each other and start discussing some stuff. Hey, this is our plan towards our child right here. While you out making bread, I'm gonna make sure they at home doing this and that, got their homework, doing this, blah blah blah. Once they turn 18 and they choose they want to do that shit, go ahead and knock your stuff out. That was my suggestion.
Right. In one of the rare times, I might respectfully disagree.
Okay.
For one or two reasons. For first reason is jeopardizing that man from providing because of that child. And I'm not saying, and really because me, you had a conversation, so I know that you've been in this. No, I ain't putting your business out there, but I know you did some parenting, and a particular child continuously did something, and I know you you didn't spare the rod at all. I know you didn't spare it. You used it, but it just wasn't registering in that child's head for whatever reason. I do not know. And I was definitely, I'll tell you, probably about 5 years ago, maybe a little bit longer than that, I was definitely on board. I always say the parent. Now, you got some kids from youth that just messed up, that the parent really wasn't. And like if your daughter twerking and this and that, the other, that's bad parenting to me. If your child, your son cussing you out at a young age, that's bad parenting to me. But if I see that when I go to a store or something like that, your kids all over the place, that's bad parenting to me. But if you have a respectable child, or I've been around you enough to know, okay, this dude's standing on what he do, and I know how he is, or whatever the case may be, and I see your child out there running rapid, it just, cause I've seen some kids who were where they parent just, well, I ain't gonna say they parent, it was just their mother, just locked them down, and that child was buck wild. I mean, every time he got out, he just was just because he didn't. It like they say, taking a dog off a chain.
Yeah.
I kept you there so you wouldn't bite nobody, so you wouldn't get in trouble. But as soon as I take you off, you just into everything. I think that I think the way things are going, especially if you're not married, and if it's a boy, this is my proposal. if you have a child, you're not married, and you have a son, it automatically goes with the dad. The dad is totally responsible. I don't care. You say, well, he got to work. He need to find a way to have that child taken care of while he work, take him to work with. I don't care. Whatever it is you got to do, you need to raise that boy. You need to be in his life. Now I don't know about the girls. That's something different, but that's something that I will have to really think on a little bit later. But it mainly boys get into a whole, especially young black boys, get into a whole lot more stuff when they're. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Call me bashing the women, but you're not doing a good job raising them boys by yourself. It just proves it. That's just facts. And I said, well, his daddy, you know, a lot of them hold their son from their daddy out of bitterness. He done moved on. You was weekend coochie. You got pregnant. Now you want to hold saying he ain't shit. But that father, that I like what they're doing in Tennessee. Blood test is mandatory. That's your child. You are responsible. That father have to have that son. Period. If you're not married. Now, if you are married and your child running wild like that, man, I really hate for the law to get involved. I really have really just sat back and thought about it because, man, I'm telling you, I know a lot of good parents, man, and the kids just the influence on the outside is just greater to them for some whatever reason. I mean, I guess because it's just an age thing or whatever the case may be, their age range, and they think their peers know more than their parents. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you might want to watch who they hang around, even though you probably couldn't really do much about it because once they out your sight, you just don't know what they'll do. You know what I mean?
True that.
Uh, you will hopefully they're doing like that. You will hope they would do the right thing, but you trying to, bring them up to tell them, man, this is. I don't really like the scare straight tactic, like taking them to prisons and stuff like that. Man, I really don't know. I'm really at a loss with that.
No, I'm gonna put it like this, bro. And when me and him had that discussion, I added a little bit more to it. I was like, and then it just come to the point to where, if your child is steady doing some stuff and you sitting here telling them why it's not, and you being a parent, whether you married or not, both of y'all in that child in his life, and y'all sitting here telling him, look, man, you can be great, you can do this and that. The stuff you pulling is BS. But I said I said, then you come to the point to where you get that child that chance to be a grown up. This is what we'll do. You 15 years old. You got 3 years from being 18, an adult, and stuff like that. Now,
Right.
we asking you not to do this because it's a curfew. There's a law and stuff like that, and it's affecting us financially.
Right.
Now, if you keep on doing this, now your choice is: are you going to continue doing this? Because if you are, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sign your ass on over to the state because I'm not gonna let you keep digging in my pocket like this because I can't afford that. Afford you going out doing something dumb like that. Now, if you plan on doing what we asked you, we're gonna make sure you got what you need. You ain't got to go out and do all this dumb junk. Just be a young man, enjoy your youth the right way and not the fucked up way. Then you want to be like, so that's your choice. That's that man. You give that young man that choice. You do it again, I'm gonna go and sign you over, and I'm gonna because we don't need this in this household. Why? We don't need to be losing money on you because you feeling some type of way. We don't need everything we can possibly do for you. We talking to you. We asking you what you need. We trying to show you things. You got your father doing this with you. Your mother showing you the love inside. You're doing everything. But like you said, kids be kids. They do dumbass shit. But on that, I would feel, to be honest, if they did something like that, I think they would target black families a whole lot more than white. I think black folks would get more.
Did you see? Did you see? Now that you bring that up, talking about graduation, did you see that white father come up there and push the black superintendent out the way so his white daughter wouldn't shake his hand? Oh man, I should have sent you that. So it was at a graduation. A young white girl walked across the stage, and I'm assuming because for my graduation we had certain teachers up there. Then you had your principal. Then you had your superintendent.
Yeah.
So the teachers were white, principal white. The superintendent is the last hand she would shake. He was a black guy. So she's coming up. She starts shaking hands. The dad jumps on the stage, pushes him off the picture. Pushes him off the picture, and you can tell the girl was embarrassed and just like, man, this this and that the other. So I'm just looking like, man, that's just crazy. I'm like, ain't no way in the world. I just can't believe. I'm surprised that they didn't get into a fight. But I'm like, man, this is just too wild. And some people like, no, it's not a race thing. his daughter was being bullied, and the superintendent didn't do anything about it. Now I'm like, now wait a minute.
Before it get to the
When I went to
superintendent,
before it make it to him, you got to go through the whole school system first, because he's not at that school 24/7 or whenever school's open. The superintendent, they barely, of course they're gonna check on them, but they're not there on a consistent basis like the principal is.
yeah,
So
like
I'm
the
not like,
teacher is.
and the teacher's right. So if you felt that way and she was getting bullied why you let her walk? Period. You just say, "No, you ain't taking nothing hand because you getting bullied and they ain't doing nothing about it." But it's just so ironic that it's just the black guy that you push off the stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can hear him in the background of, you can hear him, maybe you'll get your hands off me.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, you can hear him. Maybe you'll get your hands off me.
What do you mean? Get his hands up on me? He did what he needed to do.
Man, hey, bro, but that's embarrassing.
You better get your ass up off your back and well, he being a professional, he couldn't do that. I keep on forgetting.
But but you know what? And I'm gonna say this, and even sticking on the graduation thing. And I don't know how you look at it, but I'm definitely gonna call it buffoonery. I'm just gonna call it. I don't know what it is. It's one thing to have your child walk across stage and everybody screaming when they told y'all just hold y'all applause. I got that. You happy? Really, they should just do away with that altogether. Understand, as a parent, you done got your kids all the way out of high school. They walk out that straight. You go cheer. You ain't really cheering for them. You cheering for yourself. Like, goddamn, I'm glad that's it. Of course, now they go to college. That's a whole different ballgame. But you got them through the foundational part. I got you through that. I did. Damn it, I did good. But now they showing them now. Once they walk off the stage, man, they dancing, clowning. When you walking off the stage to go back to your seat, they got like a little area to let them just show their ass. I like, now see, that's not only prolong the program. What about the other child that's on stage walking across? You over to the side that's showing, back flipping, just doing. I'm like, man, I hate to see it.
I'm gonna put it like this. What's up with when black folks get some people around, they just get to performing like that, man?
Man, they take it next level. I just seen last night. First of all, the prom just went outrageously crazy. They just went outrageously crazy. I'm gonna tell you something. The prom is not graduation. I can understand going out for a graduation if you just you want to clap when they walk across the stage. If your child is going to a prom and you gonna rent them a Lamborghini and you living in an apartment, there's got to be some of the dumbest shit I ever seen in my life.
Whoa. Let's unpack what you just said. you just said they rented.
Man, they renting Rolls Royces, Lamborghinis. They pulling up to apartments.
Staying in some apartments or projects.
They pulling up to apartments, man, to take they. And man, yesterday I just seen a helicopter. I'm like, really? We want to outdo and just be so. I mean, it's ignorant to me, man. It just, you need that damn money. I don't give a damn. I don't have to know. I don't have to count your dollars. You in an apartment. You need that money.
And they're gonna be looking at what's the name on there. Go ahead and speak on it. Let me hit this call right quick.
Yeah, that's just the craziest thing I've seen. We run off of stuff and just take it overboard. Just take it to the extreme of doing waste of money. The people hiring people to dance. I don't know why the proms have gotten so extraordinarily just running amok right now. And it to me it's just a bad look. It's just a bad look all around. Like I said, to spend the type of money they spending for one night, and if some men, if they understand, you might spend all that money you spending one night for your daughter to get smashed. Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Oh, I forgot I was on mute. Damn.
You spend that money. I mean, you renting out Rolls Royces and stuff like that, and at the end of the night, you pay for that.
Yeah. You don't pay for your child, especially your daughter. You don't pay for her to get smashed. Because that's the
Yeah.
only thing gonna happen. She gonna get her back to her.
Man, I done seen them come out, roll out red carpets, have dancers come out, have roses thrown all at their feet. Everybody want to outdo. This is the waste of money. This is the bottom line. This is just a waste of money.
And that same person who did all that, especially if you stand in some apartments or whatever. I'm not down. I ain't talking about the people. You live where you can afford, but you know damn well your ass gonna be asking somebody for some rent money, light bill, or your damn car note. Your car note gonna get behind and gonna get repoed or some shit like that. What? Fuck all that. If my child do some dumb shit like that and they was in school, they worked doing school to get their damn stuff on their own. And they can do whatever the hell they want with their money.
Mm-hmm.
But I will tell them what type of investment. I will ask them, like, what type of investment you think that really is. Is that a smart investment what you're doing, or that just something you just want to be everybody to look at you, or you just want to be seen? That's why a lot of dope dealers today they get the slinging dope. Most of them they get the slinging dope. They make a couple of $1,000 and they go out and get some shit that they know they can't afford without a job. How are you riding around with no job in a damn $50,000 car, brand new? We just, but I guess it's the ideal of knowing that your ancestors never really had anything, and you wanted to get you some personal items to make you look more rich than the next black man, as in Will Smith. I think you told me about what Will Smith said. Black
But
folks
you know,
are getting things to impress people who don't even give a damn
but
about
you
it.
know, they say, the quote is that poor rich people act poor and poor people act rich. You will see. I seen a picture of Bill Gates and what's the guy that owned Amazon? Bill Gates and I can't think of his
Uh,
name.
I know you're talking about
No, it was Bill Gates and I forgot the other guy's name. But billionaires side by side. I didn't see no platinum chains. I ain't see no Gucci belts. I ain't see no. I didn't see no diamond earrings big as hell. Man, they probably don't spend. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that that the clothes were cheap. I don't know. They could have been. That right there don't matter to them. That does not matter to them, man.
and really, with you having that type of shit on or whatever, it don't mean you have no. It don't mean you have money too. So sometimes you can just find you a good deal and make it seem like you got some money, but
I just wouldn't, and like I said, if that's the culture, then that's what y'all doing. Hey, it is what it is. But I'm just gonna call it for what it is. It's a waste of money. I just all that money you invested on prom, and I guarantee you, you wouldn't pay half of that or a percentage of that to put them in a trade school or college.
mm,
You can't go to college, baby. I ain't got money for that. But you rented me a Lamborghini
I can't pay down on you going
further in
to
your education.
yeah. It's weird. Our priorities are kind of just
It's messed up, man. And like I said, you want to do it to the extreme. I know you rented your son. We live in an apartment side by side. Word done got to me. Your son gonna take his date to school in a Lamborghini. Oh hell no! I might give my son a Rolls Royce now because I can't be outdone, and we both wasted money to be equal to who?
mm-hmm. And we both got to pay this damn rent coming up, and we getting so far behind on our rent to where, like me personally, I never went to my prom, so I wouldn't know to be honest. I don't think it was me. I don't work shit like that. I don't think that wasn't my cup of tea. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't like it then, and I don't even like it now. I don't work shit like that. Oh,
Man,
you your prom?
yeah, I went to my prom, and I went there in a Ford Escort.
Oh, okay.
And
Boy,
that,
that was some expensive stuff back then, man. So you
not
were
the one,
trying to be high and
not the one we
mighty.
had.
You were trying to be high and mighty, man. That's what that
Not the one
was.
we had. I went to a Ford Escort and shit. That was on the last day. We had to use the damn screwdriver with on the starter to get it going. Shit.
That damn thing was messed up, man.
Man, but
That
hey,
damn
it what
thing
it
was
is,
messed up,
bro.
bro.
My son, my son went to their prom, but I wasn't bring no limo. I wasn't bring none of that, like, bro. We ain't doing none of that. Which they didn't ask, but it wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, dog. I'm saying, here, you can go get a corsage or whatever, the little girl's wearing. I mean, that's it, bro.
Yeah. Shit.
I
I
can't
be
do all that.
then some folks be going about 4 or 5 different proms. Every time you go to a different prom, you want a different damn you renting a different suit. Nah, but like I said, that wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Going to the prom, wearing that type of stuff. I ain't gonna say
But
I
I'm gonna
was
tell you
too
something,
fancy for it, but I was too.
and I ain't trying to take away from my mom. My mom was a single parent. I ain't trying to take nothing away from her. But man, I was working ever since I was in 10th grade. My mom didn't have to pay any of my senior stuff, like my senior dues and all that type of stuff. She didn't pay none of that. I did it. I paid all my stuff. I everything that I had to. But I was working. But I was in a what they call a co-op program. I went to school half a day and worked half a day. So
See, I didn't start. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I didn't start working until I got what? About 20.
well, they
20.
had.
I couldn't
Well,
get a job, man. I ain't gonna lie. It ain't like I didn't look. I guess I was looking to, and some people
young.
tell me today I was no.
You look like a little kid. Yeah.
No, I wasn't looking like no
You
kid.
look.
Let them tell it, let folks tell it that
I
I look like
guarantee you. I
I look like
guarantee you.
I don't
Oh,
know,
go
a
ahead.
gang or some shit.
No, I guarantee you. You got your job when you start carrying around your birth certificate.
No, motherfucker.
And you let them know you that age.
No, hell.
Yeah.
No, I know, brother man look young, but I guess the way
It was
I
a hype, bro.
dress
It's just a hype.
when hell I'm taller than your ass.
Shit, not on your best day. But yeah, man. But that was something we should have posted, man. I mean, that's ridiculous, man. I wish I was more savvy in business when I was younger to really explain the stuff to my kids. Um, even though now I know, but I'm gonna tell you something about a man, even a young man. If you working, and you have to do the stuff. Cause when I had my job when I was younger, and I ain't gonna say that I necessarily did all the right things with my money, but I was very frugal with my money. If you bought me something, yeah. If my mama bought me something, hell yeah, I want the best. But if I'm buying it, I'm getting it at a discount.
Mm.
And I don't know, and maybe all men like that. I don't know, but I know that my sons do that. The stuff that I get them, yeah. Give me the top of the line. Then okay, you got your check, you go get. I don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
When they got to pay, it's different.
Yeah, I'm finna click in something. I want to jump on something, but finish going with that because I want you to watch something because we're gonna have to. I'm gonna do some research on this. But
Yeah, but I not, and I'm not saying that's I can't really speak on women on that, but I'm just saying I just noticed that a lot of men, even if at a younger age, even when they get older, when you send a man into a store, a man going to a store to get something, he's going to get that one particular thing, and he out of there. In my experiences, when you see a woman going to the store to get one thing, she come out with bags. Well, I saw this and I seen that, and I could have got this. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a difference on that. But that prom thing, man, that just really when I see that and I just see the waste of money, and I can imagine the thousands of dollars that they were spending. Even if it was just $500, that's way too much to be spending on anything if you stay in an apartment. And I ain't knocking people that stay in apartments. I'm just saying that money could really been put to some usage somewhere else.
Yeah, it could. It sure could. Hold on, I'm finna let you listen to something, and I want you to tell me your take on this. I um I got this from my leader. He asked me to speak up on this, and I was like, "This is crazy right here. If there's any truth to this is some madness." Let me get it queued up for us here, and I want you to tell me your take. Can you see the picture?
Yeah.
All right, I'm finna throw it on.
That's hard to find for a Jody baby boy. Nigga, still stay with his mom. But this man got a hard work dog. She cheating on him. And then men be cheating on a good woman with hoes that they'll never marry. Well, if you get caught cheating in these states that I'm about to name, man, you paying the state mandated fine and you facing prison time. So if you one of them goddamn Inspector Gadget women that
Yeah, for fair use. We're gonna use this for educational purposes. This is for learning right here. Fair use.
always checking his phone, and if you a man that suspect your woman of cheating, don't tell her that y'all gonna move to one of these states, because her ass is forced to pay, and not just that, her ass gonna be put away. She can't get the Craig or goddamn Fred no more. So if you unloyal and you love multiple partners, don't go nowhere about the name, because let me tell you something. They gonna lock your cheating ass up. I know you're young, dumb, and full of cum, but let me tell you something. Get up out these states, because they ain't playing with their goddamn state mandate. This is newly found news. Number one, Michigan. In Michigan, if your partner get caught cheating, you get up to 4 years in prison and paying an enforceable fine. Number two, in New York. In New York, if you get caught cheating, man, they giving you 3 months in jail. You ain't gotta pay a fine in New York, but you finna sit there for them 90 days by cheating on big booty bum queesh. Number three, Florida. If you get caught creeping on your partner or your spouse out your house, they can give you up to 2 months in jail and fine your cheating ass up to $500 down here in goddamn Florida. Number four, North Carolina. If you get caught cheating out there, you going to jail for 30 days. Sitting down there, ain't no bond on the cheating now. Number five, Chicago. Now, Chicago classifies cheating as a misdemeanor, so they putting it on your record that you got a criminal charge, and they gonna give your up to in jail and fine you up to $2,500. Now, imagine you cheat with somebody that ain't got no money, and you go to goddamn Chicago, and they catch your ass, they put you in jail and fine you up to $2,500. The person you cheating with can't help you pay the fine. Imagine that. Number six, Maryland. Now, Maryland is a little lenient towards cheaters. They only fine you $10 and put a misdemeanor on your record. So if you're a cheating person, move out there to Baltimore, move to Maryland. Somewhere in Maryland, you're going to get away with cheating on your spouse in your house. Number seven, Massachusetts. Massachusetts, I'm talking about Boston and all that, it's real hard on cheaters. If you get caught, it's a mandatory felony and you finna pay a fine. And you gonna face up to 3 years in prison fighting a cheating case in goddamn Massachusetts. Number eight, Oklahoma. Oklahoma is another state that don't play by cheating on your spouse. If you get caught cheating in OKC, they giving you up to 5 years in prison and they finding your cheating ass $500. So Craig better have a job that you cheating getting goddamn head with, or your ass finna sit in the goddamn penitentiary and be faced with a $500 fine. And you got to move up out that nigga house by cheating on. Number nine, Utah. Out there with that WNBA YoungBoy dude that. If you get caught cheating with a side piece in Utah, they finding your ass $1,000 and sending your cheating ass playing with them snow bunny head ass to prison for 6 months. You finna spend 6 months in jail because they know that you a dark-skinned dude messing with white meat. So they finna sit your ass in the penitentiary by playing with your blonde hair and the blue eyes out there in goddamn Utah. Number 10, Minnesota. Ooh, if you get caught out there in the Twin Cities, boy, let me tell you something. Cheating with a Becky or a bald head Taisha, they giving you up to 1 year in the county, and you facing a fine that's mandatory of $3,000. Now let me ask you something. Out of all the states I named, if you caught your goddamn husband cheating with Big Booty Bum Quisha, is you sending him to jail? Comment below. If you caught your woman cheating on you with Big Bank Hank got more money than you, man, slanging goddamn big ding-a-lang bigger than yours, is you sending her to the county? Now, do y'all think the side piece should be charged too? Because you messing with my marital property. Should they be charged too? Should they add that into the disclaimer?
What you think, bro, Ham?
If it's true, it's several things with that. That's not like some type of mass incarceration type stuff. If it's true,
If it's
I kind of find it hard to believe, but they already got alienation of the heart and stuff like that for they've been doing that for a few years now. Well, that I've known about. They might have been doing it for longer than that. If your wife catch you with a woman and because Dwayne Wade went through that. You remember the basketball player?
Yeah.
And then he was messing with Gabrielle Union, and the wife was suing him in Gabrielle Union, saying that it was was it alienation of affection or alienation of the heart or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, they can. That now that's real. That can happen. Now, like I said, I find it hard to believe because, like I said, you're talking jail time behind something like that. Cheating is not cheating, especially if it's consensual. That's just a moral crime. That's not a you know what I'm saying? I just find it hard to believe.
I said the same thing, man. That's why I said I got to do some research.
It's crazy to see that, but if it was true and it came down to that, I don't think that really would stop anything. If anything, you're gonna be hurting. You'll be hurting the economy doing that because shit.
I mean, he named New York, Minnesota, Chicago, Florida, Massachusetts.
When I heard Chicago, New York, Florida, even Oklahoma, I'm thinking these are Detroit, really poor areas, crime, high ridden in crime. I'm thinking maybe it was some truth to it, but then you got into Utah, Massachusetts. I'm like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's what kind of got me right there. Utah, Utah full of goddamn what are them people called?
Mormons.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know about that. I wouldn't fool with that. I wouldn't even.
I'm gonna look it up and see if it's any truth to it. Because if it is, that's crazy.
But like I said, the alienation thing, that's real. That was a couple of cases where famous people. But I mean, if you somebody that's average earning or you ain't getting nothing from nobody if they was to leave you this and that. The other. I had somebody that I know. They even got which the first time I ever heard about it was abandonment. They're saying his wife said that he just up and left. But I'm gonna tell you somebody
about the abandonment.
I'm gonna tell you somebody that did that, and you don't know personally. I don't know personally, but they actually did that. Joe Montana.
He left his wife.
Man, he up and she had clothes, house, and everything. He just up, left, and then come back and went with another woman.
Yeah.
Then when he went to Kansas City, and I was young then, I didn't know everything that was about that.
He went to Kansas, he left on 49ers and went to Kansas.
I guess he said, I don't want nothing from San Francisco coming.
Yeah, now I know somebody who did some abandonment personally. I know somebody else married.
Did they know they were doing it, or they just up and did it? Did they know that it was abandonment?
I don't think they knew, but they kind of found out in the long run.
To the courts.
Yeah. Court. Yeah. through the court. Well, I ain't gonna say the court, through the spouse and the lawyer and shit like that. Yeah.
It's sad. It's sad for the government to get involved in relationships at any level. Any
It
level,
is. It is. You don't
you
want the
know.
government
And
nowhere near your ass and your
yeah,
relationship.
that's sad. I think it's if you're young, you have to take some losses, and if you mess with the wrong person, man or woman, you got to take some losses. But I
Mhm.
think that you have to be responsible enough to handle your own situation. That just ain't a win. That's just a bad look. And I feel for the guys who are getting locked up for not paying child support. I really do. Because man, it's already hard enough just to make it. Period, and then you missing payments, and I mean you trying to survive. A lot of them are out here trying to survive, and you can't survive if you're taking 25. To my understanding, 25% of my check. I don't
I
know what
forgot.
that. I'm assuming. I'm
I forgot.
assuming.
I forgot what percentage it was because when I paid it, like I said, I paid two different amounts. I paid. Mine was a set rate here. I paid 100 something to one and 250 to the other one. To me, that was
At the same time,
what you mean?
did you pay? Were you paying two child support payments at the
Yeah,
same time?
yeah.
So you looking at you said so you looking at close to $400.
I was paying, let me see, 250 on one end and 120 on the other. And the
So
crazy thing, the one that on 120, the one I was paying for the 120, every 6 months, I would say, I would get a letter in the mail saying that
you froze.
overpaid.
Oh, go ahead. You're making an overpayment.
Huh?
So
Oh,
if you don't
yeah,
mind me asking,
I was
if you don't mind,
overpaying. Yeah,
you don't mind me asking, was this 120 coming out weekly?
it was coming out like this was 120 a month.
A month?
So yeah, that was 120 a month. So it was coming out weekly. So that's right at what?
Oh, they're
Uh,
breaking up and okay. It was okay. But
yeah.
still and all,
So
so $400. So you basically still no matter what you coming out $100 a month.
yeah,
And
120 a month. See, and
I
I,
mean
I
not
didn't.
you were losing $100 a week. I'm what I'm saying because it would add up to be close around $400 for both of them monthly. If I'm saying it
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
so you lose
Monthly, I was
100.
paying 250 for
So
one month and
and they
120.
base it off your income.
I don't know. I don't know how they based that.
You
To
know,
be
I'm gonna
honest.
tell you, and I heard a lawyer say this, and if somebody on here that hear this, they correct me, then hey, I stand corrected. But I heard a lawyer say, you all know how they base that, and I'm gonna tell you how they base it. They talk to the mother of the children.
Mhm. Well, I do agree with you on that because I kept on getting evaluation notices. They were going to evaluate mine. Cause when we started at Nissan, I got an evaluation in the first 3 months, but they never went up on it. They were wanting to go up on it, but they never did.
Hey, hold on one second, man. Let me hello.
Yeah. Put you on mute here. I don't want you to
Okay,
be.
hey,
Hold
let
on,
me call
Steve.
you right back. Let me
Let
get
me
off this
put you
line.
on mute.
Let me get off. Hey, bro. Let me. I gotta go, man. I gotta get this call. I'm gonna holler back at you though. Hey, make sure you come through tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna come through tomorrow. Yeah, and give me your clothing before you go, man. And I'm gonna give mine, and we're gonna get up out of here.
Hey, YouTube, go up under Just Rolling Reefer, and I can be on social media at Cedric Rolling Reefer. Look at some good scenery. Look at some good scenery.
Yeah, go check that man out. And I want y'all to also go check out Microphone Check, the movie, man, documentary, good ass documentary, bro. It's
Microphone
gonna
check.
let you know the origin of hip hop. Yeah.
Okay.
Microphone check. It's gonna let you know the origin of hip hop, man. I'll play it on the next time we get on the clip of it and everything. This is your boy Calvin from CMO TV, and we got the relationship expert. And you know how we do it. I'll be seeing your ass when I see you.
All right, bet.